We are in England, as you can probably tell from the fact that we've got woolly hats on and waterproofs on. And in fact, more to the point, we are in the Peak District. And we are about to walk into Buxton. Apparently it's about 6.5 miles.
So the plan is to walk into Buxton and catch a bus back.
Yes, so that is indeed the plan. We're staying at Beechcroft Farm Caravan Park, which we'll show you later on. Yeah, and it's very nice here, isn't it?
It's lovely, yes. I don't really know Peak District at all.
No, neither do I.
And certainly driving in yesterday was very pleasant.
It was.
Call it off, let it go.
We are now in Deep Dale, and it's quite interesting because we've just had to come down a massive steep incline to get to the bottom of the valley, and now we've got to climb up the other side. But it's a beautiful little valley, and it's very secret, isn't it, really? Until you get to it, you don't necessarily even know it's here.
No, it's lovely, but yeah, for me it was a bit of a scramble to come down. Don't really enjoy that kind of thing, but yeah, well, no, it's a lovely little valley.
It is a beautiful little valley. We've now got to go up the other side, of course.
Yeah, great.
But that'll probably be easier than coming down, to be honest.
We will see.
Yeah. So we climbed down the other side and up this side. It wasn't quite as bad coming up. It's always easier, I think, when you go up than it is going down. It wasn't nearly as slippery, which is good.
I think also it was less steep as well.
Yes, and I don't think we're quite as high as that side either. But anyway, I was reading a board at the bottom there that said they're going to redevelop this valley because they're reopening the limestone quarry just downstream there. I don't know if they have done it or not. That was dated 2017. It said the footpath will be closed for 8 years. Who knows if they've done it or not, because we can't actually tell.
When your hat's ready?
My hat is ready, thank you. Well, we made it into Buxton, which is always good. About a 6-mile walk, and it was very nice, actually, wasn't it? Roger wouldn't say so, but that's okay.
No, yes, it was.
You probably can't hear him because he hasn't got a microphone on, but he did say it was okay. And we found this cafe, and actually this was the cafe that we were looking for, which just happened to be on the walk that we did, which was great. And we both had Thai sweet chilli chicken with rice, and it was absolutely delicious. It was all homemade, you could tell. Really nice people in there. We had a chat to them at the end, didn't we? And he's a local guy, and they're both
Gluten-free?
Gluten-free, yes, absolutely. And they live kind of, he said, in a little village that's close to Buxton. And yeah, definitely, if you're here, I would highly recommend Eat at Number 5 as a great place to have. Amazing salads and things they had in there, and all kinds of fillings for sandwiches and things like that as well. Definitely a thumbs up from us. Get on here. I don't want to jump on and miss it, that's the thing.
Nah, you'll be fine. There you go.
Having had our lunch, we decided to walk through Pavilion Gardens, And this is started in 1870, I believe these gardens were. And this is the pavilion after which they are named. And apparently this was built in order to house orchestras for large concerts, tea dances, that kind of thing.
It was actually built, and then it was so popular they had to knock it down and
build a
it
bigger
again
one.
5
Yes.
years later.
Yes, and this is also connected. These are all the buildings that are the same age, and there's the Buxton Opera House at the end, and we are hoping to go to the Opera House or see the outside of the Opera House and also see the Crescent, because there's lots of Georgian type buildings, very reminiscent of Bath here as well. This is the Crescent in Buxton. It's somewhat smaller than the one in Bath, but it is still beautiful. And it was designed by the Duke of Devonshire, did you say?
Well, no, it was he constructed it, or
He paid for it.
Paid for it.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, it is very small, but it's very perfectly formed. And opposite here is where you can also take the Buxton Waters if you want to, which we may have to do as well.
Gonna have to try it, aren't we?
I think we are. This is the Buxton Water, and it does say that's warm, so I will find out if it is or not. I wouldn't have said it was warm, but it's not cold, but actually it just tastes very nice.
How does it compare with the water in Bath?
I didn't like the water in Bath, I don't think.
No.
That's very drinkable.
After yesterday's 7.5 miles, I had hoped that today Jill would let me have a rest.
No, of course I won't.
No, exactly. So today we are doing 10 miles. And
Today we're walking to Bakewell.
we are, yep. Hope to get some gluten-free Bakewell tart.
Yeah, they advertise gluten-free and vegan Bakewell tart, which looks really nice and hopefully will taste as good. And it's going to be not as tricky as yesterday, because actually once we get down there's a trail, an old cycle trail, which is an old railway that runs the majority of the way. So it's about a mile to the end of the cycle trail, and then we just walk along that into Bakewell. So hopefully it'll be more straightforward than yesterday.
Yes, yesterday was hilly and with some exceptionally steep bits.
Yes, there were one or two bits that were very steep, but it was a nice walk. But hopefully today, hopefully still we'll do some droning en route as well, which
Yes.
would be good.
We made it down to the Monsell Trail.
It was about a mile here from our campsite,
Yep.
which was predominantly downhill.
Yep, which is good.
Yeah. And this is now pretty much flat all the way into Bakewell.
So a really nice cutting here, actually, isn't
It
it?
is, it's lovely.
So apparently we have to go under 5 tunnels.
6 tunnels,
Six
I
tunnels.
believe it is.
And go across the viaduct, which would be quite cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to walking on here. We're coming up to our first of the 6 tunnels. This isn't very long, but it is surprisingly dark when you get into the middle of it, because it's not lit. Well, some of the other tunnels are lit, the longer ones are lit, but this one isn't.
So it's interesting why they felt they needed to put tunnels here rather than just blast a bit more out of the sides.
Yeah. Maybe the rock falling and things, they thought it wouldn't be such a good idea to not have a tunnel. This is actually an old lime kiln. It looks a bit like I thought it was something to do with the Second World War, to be honest, but it isn't, and it's now home to lots and lots of wildlife. There's lots of bats that live in there, there's swift boxes, there's all kinds of things on there.
That's
An
pretty
incredible
cool, isn't it?
structure, very imposing. This is the Headstone Tunnel. This is the longest tunnel on the Monsell Trail, and you can just about see the light either end. This is a lit tunnel. That does make a heck of a difference.
490 metres.
490 metres, about a third of a mile long. So yeah, it's very cold in here as well.
It
notice
is.
straight away when you come into any of the tunnels, it gets much
first 10
chillier.
metres or so, you
Yeah.
then think, gosh, yes, it gets a lot chillier.
Yeah,
But, you
and we're
think
now
how
about
much-
6 miles into our walk.
You think how much money it must have cost to build this railway?
Yeah, a phenomenal amount.
we made it to Bakewell.
We did make it to Bakewell, nearly
After
10
all.
miles.
Yep.
And we are in the Bakewell Tart Shop. And they do a gluten-free vegan Bakewell tart. And I've had a little bit. I would say it was a little bit dry, but we're just going to see what this bit's like as well.
Give it another go.
Proper taste.
When in Bakewell, you've got to try these things, haven't you? And apparently, as Jill says, this place does very good. Gluten-free and vegan ones.
As I say, it's a little bit dry, but it's very tasty. So we spoke about Bakewell tart, but then actually we read something that said that Bakewell tart wasn't the original, that Bakewell pudding was the original. So we then had to come to the Bakewell pudding shop and get some Bakewell pudding. Now I can't have any of it sadly, but hopefully we're going to see my sister tomorrow and we'll take it to her and hopefully she'll like it.
So apparently Bakewell pudding was invented as a mistake, that the cook didn't really know what she was doing, put a whole load of bits and pieces together.
With jam tart or something like that, didn't they?
Yeah. So it was originally described as jam tart gone wrong. So
and apparently it's much sweeter than a Bakewell tart, which is right up Roger Street, of
yep,
course.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
So you'll have to watch this space. Maybe he'll do a tasting tomorrow for you, you never know. This is our pitch. So we have camped at Beechcroft Farm, which is between Buxton and Bakewell, just off the A6. You may be able to hear a little bit of traffic in the background. You can hear the A6, but actually it's a beautifully peaceful place to be. It hasn't been particularly busy while we've been here, which has been nice. Very clean loos and showers. There's a coffee shop on site, which isn't open on a Tuesday and Wednesday, but is open on the other days from about 9 till 2ish. Very friendly, helpful people on reception as well. There's about 30 odd pitches hard standing for campervans and caravans, and there's a great big field for camping with tents as well.
So we think it's open all year?
It is definitely open all year. I don't know if the green, whether it's just the hard standing that's open all year or whether it's the green bits as well. But no, it's really nice. I would definitely recommend it if you're in the area.
And as we say, it's a walk into Buxton and it's a walk into Bakewell as well. Jill enjoyed both of those walks.
But
which
actually,
I'm pleased one of us did.
But also the bus stops at the top of the road here
It does,
as well.
yes.
And I mean, I was just chatting to a lady in the loos just now, and she's going to Derby today on the bus.
Okay.
So you can go all kinds of places if you want to go a bit further.
Yep. So when we walked into Buxton and when we walked into Bakewell, we caught the bus back.
Yeah. And it's less than a quarter of a mile from the top of the road down to here, isn't it?
Which was very easy.
It was very simple, yeah.
We were very impressed with Bakewell actually, weren't we?
Yeah, we loved Bakewell. The buildings were okay in Buxton, but we weren't so impressed. We thought Bakewell was much more homely and much more visitor friendly, I guess, really.
Yes.
Buxton just felt like any other town, really, didn't it? Apart from the impressive buildings in one small corner of it.
Yes.
But that's just our opinion. You can go and find out and see if you agree.
So after the last couple of days, Jules made me walk. I thought today's going to be a day off. No,
we're going to walk to the stepping stones today. We're going to walk to Cheedale stepping stones today.
Well, we're not actually going to walk there. We could walk there from here, but it has been raining all night and it's very wet underfoot and it's quite a steep slope down to get there. So we thought we'd actually drive to the car park and then walk. So it's still about a 3-mile walk. But
it's okay, Roger, I'm not going to make you walk too far.
No, good. So, yeah, that's our plan for
it is
now. So, yes, very impressed with the campsite, good loos.
And also love the Peak District. I would come back to the Peak District, definitely.
Yes.
I'd go somewhere else probably just to explore a different bit of the Peak District, but yes, it's been lovely. Really, really like it. So today's walk that isn't a walk at all for Roger, of course, we're going to the Cheedale stepping stones.
Which apparently are famous.
Which are very famous, but I've never heard of them.
No, I've never heard of them either.
They're up here somewhere, and this is a lovely walk along the river. It's pretty slippery along here, but it's a fantastic walk along the river. It's beautiful. Actually, it looks like it might have brightened up a little bit as well.
It might be, hopefully.
You never know. So these are the first of the Cheedale stepping stones. And they did say don't cross them if it's been raining. It's been raining. And if the water's a lot higher than it should be. I mean, the water would have to be quite high, I think, to cover these stepping stones. But they are a little bit slippery. But it's fantastic. It's lovely to walk along by the side of this rock here. I don't know how long they've been here.
No.
But yeah, it's quite an impressive walk, actually, I have to say.
Yeah, they're very cool, aren't they?
They are, yeah. They are a bit slippery, but yeah, they're very cool.
And it's just a lovely valley, though, isn't it?
It is fantastic, even if it is raining.
We've just got back from our walk. It was a lovely walk, wasn't it?
That'll be the alarm telling us we need to come back for our parking, but that's fine.
Which is just got from a walk. It was a very nice walk.
It was lovely. It was really nice.
The downside was that Jill actually said, "Oh, it looks like it's brightening up," and since then it's rained.
About that second it started
It
to
did.
rain, and it just
It
got
did.
harder and harder and harder. So we did get a little bit damp, so you may notice we're wearing different clothes to the clothes we wore on the way out there, because we did get quite wet. But actually it was a fantastic walk.
It was
Beautiful,
very nice.
2 lots of stepping stones, very nice. It's a lovely walk down by the river. Yeah, very nice. I would definitely give that a thumbs up. It was only 3.5 miles, which was good.
Yep.
More your length of walk, isn't it, really?
Oh yeah.
Well, no walk is your walk, isn't it,
Even
really?
too long for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very nice. It was certainly not wheelchair friendly or anything like that. It was quite bumpy and everything else. But yeah, it was a lovely walk.
It was great. And the other thing we were going to say about...
Yep, it was an update on the mice.
Yeah.
So we mentioned in the last video that we weren't sure we still had mice, and we think we actually mentioned that we were going to get mice traps, and that scared them off.
Yeah, we think the word mousetrap.
Exactly.
They thought, whoa, we're getting out of here.
Yep, even though they were French mouse and obviously understood that. But yeah,
Bilingual, obviously.
Yeah, so we put mouse traps in when we got home, and we had 4 where they had been nibbling, and nothing. And we've not heard a thing since, have we?
And there's some food in that bottom drawer now, because we don't have much space otherwise without food in there.
No.
And it hasn't been nibbled, which is good, and neither have the sweets that are in the glove box
No.
either. So,
So,
fingers
fingers
crossed,
crossed.
they've
Yeah, exactly.
actually gone. We do hope so.
Yeah.
We may well put the traps out again when we get back, though, to be on the safe side, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, no, they look like they went on their own volition, which is great.
We hope we haven't died somewhere in here and be smelly.
Oh, don't.
No. Let's not go there.
No, I think they left of their own way.
Yeah, fair enough.
Own free
Fair
will.
enough. So that was the update on the mice.
It was, yes. So lovely time had in the Peak District. Again, hopefully be back soon.
Yeah.
Yesterday we bought the Bakewell pudding. Today we're going to try it. So apparently it's strawberry jam, custard and pastry. I'm going to add my own custard as well.
Of course, can't do anything except that.
Obviously not. This could be hot, so bear with. Yep, that's going to be hot. If I burn my tongue, it's your fault, okay?
Oh, thanks for that. That's nice of you.
They do say sweeten the Bakewell tart. That's actually very nice.
There's a surprise. It's
Yeah,
sweet.
no,
Roger
is
likes
sweet.
it. Huzzah!
It is. It is delicious, actually. It's I can't think what it's like, but it is very nice.
Good.